This is a message to my fellow Jamaicans. And Melissa is approaching the island. And I know a lot of Jamaicans have lived through many storms throughout the years. There are people who are saying that they're not moving because the last time that come, nothing never happened. They live in this era for all them life. Take warning. Don't be a fool. Don't be stupid. Don't endanger your life or endanger your child's life or your children's life, your grandkids' life. Yes, we know it's trying times and it's hard. It costs to move. You want to protect your property and your investment, but you can always rebuild. I've experienced Hurricane Gilbert. I've experienced Ivan. I've experienced many, many hurricanes throughout my life. I want to say, everybody just be vigilant, stay safe, don't be stupid. Don't go outside and run around as if it's just like nothing. You can get struck by flying objects. If you're at low-lying areas, you don't pack up and move. People who are on higher grounds are planning if the breeze get too tough or get too strong and they have a chance to get out and go, they're gonna get out and go. I've seen Clarendon people down at the fishing village say them now move. Olaba Bay people down at the fishing village say they now move. But listen, you see when all access cut off, you see when all the emergency responses them just decide they must cease all operation, don't call upon nobody because you don't get the warning. A lot of people living in Jamaica, them follow the news. I remember Hurricane Sandy. I remember Hurricane Charlie. I remember when Katrina come. A lot of time I live in America, I see Beryl just come and mash up Florida. The storm came after Beryl mash up Florida. North Carolina seeing levels of flooding, historic floodings that they've never seen in 100 years. Every time a storm come, it swing past Jamaica. When Beryl come, it's just the breeze pass through Jamaica and we see the damage we create throughout Jamaica. The people from South Trelawney, please my beg you, take the necessary measurement and protect on yourself. All of Jamaica, protect on yourself because that one, if it pass, so let it be, but make the preparation. And the worst thing about it, this time I come at night, evening, night into morning. So when everything pitch black and your lantern go out, your kerosene lamp go out, your generator go out, everything go out, your solar light them go dead, you're in the dark with your flashlight up, most likely probably a cellular phone, and that now go help you. So all I'm saying is people who need to evacuate from low-lying areas. People who are in the path of the hurricane, please, my beg you, just do the necessary stuff. And if they say to move, move. Because we can sit down in Jamaica, and we watch CNN, and watch all in the media house. And them can cover the destruction that happen in different countries. You hear about Haiti. You hear about the Dominican Republic. Jamaica is special, but it's not so special. Years upon years upon years, hurricane season after hurricane season, Jamaica always falls sometime in the path of an hurricane, a major hurricane, but we always spared because we are blessed. We know we're blessed. But they go come to a point when we have to listen. When you see the government that implement so much things and put out so much resources, big up JIS, big up TVJ, big up all of the media houses in Jamaica, the YouTuber them same way I put out, the news and make it and spread awareness. Don't be stupid. I see some young guys who they're within them 20s, 1920s, them teens, late teens, early 20s, mid 20s. Them say them now move. Because boat, they and boat make pick up on water. When waves are roll boat, it don't have no use. And a few of these guys I could tell they never lived through a major hurricane. Half of them youth never lived through. They weren't around when the Gilbert come around. Because Gilbert came around 37 years ago. And they weren't born. They probably just hear stories, see pictures. They probably be around the other day when Beryl passed through and they just had a simple storm. But let me tell you this. In my lifetime, I've seen hurricane. And I know what hurricane can do. I experienced Hurricane Sandy. I experienced many other disasters within America. And it's not a good look. And the worst part is the aftermath and recovery process. So my fellow Jamaican don't take heed, man. Make heed. You think the money Jamaica have a put down, but they want to spend for clean gully? All the preparation Jamaican make or they're doing to spend $400 million or $200 million when we are there bad road and a clean gully. Citizens are going out cleaning their local gully. When Labor Day come around and nobody no go do no work within the community, and you see the community is coming out to clean the gully because they know the amount of water. Look how much road flood out. Look how much places been flooded out since the little trickle in of Melissa. I remember the storm not hit yet. We don't experience high tide. A lot of people in Jamaica don't even know nothing about tide. High tide. Storm surge. Don't be foolish. Don't be a fool. Don't be foolish. You see, if you don't want to go, make sure not send no woman out of the house. Make sure not send the little pit them out of the house. Take the pit them out of the house. And whosoever feels that them don't want to stay, or not stay. You understand? And I said, Jamaica, please be vigilant. Please help one another. Help the persons who are less fortunate. Whether them need anything assistance by food, help them tie down their roof, help them take them good from bush, help one another cause with a loving country. Regardless of all the news or what's going on in Jamaica, but Melissa is no joke. This time here is no joke. It's better to be safe than sorry. I'm going to say if we didn't know. When Beryl hit Florida, there's a lot of people living in some neighborhoods within Florida that said all the years they've been living there, no storm never come. It not gonna come. We live a long time, it not gonna happen. We know we'll ride it out. And after the storm, there was so much people crying out and said they would never, ever, ever want to go through that experience again. Because that is the longest night and the longest daylight and the longest morning sun for rise. You don't want to fall in that experience. You understand? So my fellow Jamaica again, now please take heed, follow the warnings, and if you gotta vacate, vacate. Don't have to relocate, relocate. Because when the cutoff time pass, nobody not gonna risk their life to come collect you, and come save you, and come rescue you, because them are their own family and home for protect. If you are worried about a TV on the wall or something where somebody come thief or valuables, that can be replaced. If you are worried about your bed or wet, that can be replaced. Your life can be replaced. And if a one life get lost, is one life too much. You hear about 2 in Haiti, 1 in the Dominican Republic. Most likely, the next 2 was dumb. 1 was a tree fall upon the person. You see dumb videos of people going a tree and cut down trees and branches while the breeze are blowing and think it's funny. But as I said, my fellow Jamaicans, just do the right thing. You understand? Just do the right thing. And if you don't see flood water, you can't estimate the water, you don't drive through water. Because if you can't see bottom, you don't go through it. Because a lot of time the road get washed out from underneath. And it look like the surface flat when water run underneath and not get washed away. I've seen that firsthand in America, where a lot of vehicles try to traverse high water and it just get swept away. So my fellow Jamaicans, I say, wish all the best to my families and friends all of Jamaica. And just take heed, protect yourself, do the necessary things you need to do. Stock up on if you stock up on, and I will check back in. Be safe.